Let's hear the criminal case after.
Oh yeah, I caught a criminal court case.
Oh, you did?
Not
When?
too long ago. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, you're going to do
Jury duty?
Jury duty, or you're in a criminal court?
I told people I'm going to jury duty, but really, it was the initial court appearance for like the first hearing.
What?
Yeah.
Are you the defendant or something?
Yes.
What
The
happened,
plaintiff
bro?
was the state.
Why? What did they do? What did they do?
Wait, it's like an MTA worker hit you or something?
No. He's
No.
a defendant. Plaintiff is the one that's a victim.
Yeah. So I'm
So
the one
he's
getting
the offender.
prosecuted.
Yeah, he's the offender.
No, you're fucking with us.
No, I'm
Oh.
serious, bro.
What did you do?
Wait, this is evidence.
Huh?
This could be evidence.
Well,
Cut it out then if it is. So
but
what happened? What was the case about?
The case was about me driving my Miata, the one that's now in another crime scene.
Bruh.
And then like 5 cops jumped in a squad car, followed me,
Damn.
and then pulled me over and literally like pulled me out of the car.
Were you shitting bricks?
Probably.
I was like, ah,
Where you'd be like,
what?
you know?
What is that?
What is this?
BLM.
what the fuck?
Wait, when was this case? When did it happen?
It happened
Because you just got
in
prosecuted.
like the early summer.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe
damn!
a
The
few
turnover is that quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, mine was especially quick. I got charged in like late July, and my first hearing was in the first week of August.
Did you have a
Wow.
state
They-
attorney?
They wanted to get me like.
Wait, so when we were doing the podcast,
I had a case.
You didn't tell us.
but it was because like.
You couldn't disclose it.
Nah.
No?
Actually, well, the biggest thing is that my family has a connect
Mm.
to like just get the case dropped before it goes to court,
Mm,
right?
mm,
So I knew that like I was free
Mhm.
from that,
mhm.
and then second of all, I'd also not only did I have that, but also I hired an attorney that I knew was really good,
Not a state attorney.
a Jewish attorney, a Jewish
What was
attorney.
his track record?
Huh?
What is his track
Oh,
record?
he's Jewish.
You know, there's a one of the guys.
He rocks the yarmulke, and he got the tassels too.
Damn.
I think Trump hired someone that got off like a rapper for killing someone. And then,
Oh, I think I heard about this.
And then it was like, that's how you know it's a good lawyer.
Oh wait, is that the lawyer that was like looking through the lyrics for evidence? He was like, "Now I killed my op," and then you know when he like reads through the lyrics and he's like, "Yeah, that doesn't
This is
justify as evidence."
artistic.
Yeah.
That's YNW Melly.
So you had a good lawyer.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm glad that it got
Did you
dropped.
collect anything from the state for
No.
mental damages?
No,
obviously.
I got it dropped, and I was
Poke-
like, all right, let's just
poke-
leave this behind.
Poke the bear.
Yeah.
Go back and poke the bear. Call him a pussy while
Nah,
he's
they
leaving.
can't put an Asian guy behind the bars. Come on.
Yeah.
He wouldn't last. What do you mean? He would come out with a tunnel for his asshole.
Oh, bro.
Gee.
Don't drop the soap.
Yeah, even the logs you'd be dropping wouldn't help you. My grandpa was an alcoholic, and that was bad. Like I remember when I was like 5, and he used to drink really like a lot at that point. He would like start fighting with my grandma, and I remember just
fist
like
fight?
yeah, and I remember like hiding in a like a living room, right?
Oh, shit.
Locked doors, and like my toys are under the table and whatever. I'm just like holding my toy. I'm like, please don't find me, you know, like I hope he doesn't find me. And then like one time my grandma was hiding with me,
What?
and this motherfucker
with the toys?
with me under the table.
Oh, uh-huh.
And
No
then
toys.
yes,
He's like, knock,
All my
knock,
toys.
motherfucker.
No.
Where's the
he
punching
took
bag?
he took an axe. He got an axe and he broke the door. And she was like, go through the like our living room had windows to the veranda, which they closed off and made into like a dining area.
Bro, it's like Helen Keller.
And
But,
she was like, go get a neighbor or something. So I was like, oh. So I
Oh,
would always
shit.
run to the same neighbor so they can come and like help. Bro,
Uh-huh.
that shit was
Bro, it
wild.
sounds like
we
it-
got tight after like the 4th
Yeah.
or 5th time.
Who?
Your neighbor.
No, they knew what's going on, so they would
Oh.
help.
They were hella chill about it.
Yeah, because
So-
everybody has alcoholism in that
It
area.
sounds like the beginning of a movie.
Oh.
So
You know
we
what I'm
all
saying?
help each
It's
other.
like a horror
it's like,
movie,
Yeah, it's like
like-
go get the neighbor, go get the neighbor. And you
Bro,
come
yeah,
back.
it's scary. Like one picture I still have in my head is him like really holding my grandma's like hair like this and like almost smashing her. And like he would catch like wild episodes while he is fucked up drunk. So like I don't fuck with nobody that drinks too much.
Damn.
It's like a super red flag for me.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like also
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, oh.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey guys, tomorrow's Friday. You,
Tomorrow's Friday, so you want to go get some drinks?
You want to go to the dartboard? As he takes a sip of
Yeah,
his beer.
right.
This shit's good.
It is,
Pumpkin?
right?
And you
Yeah,
know,
that's fucking
my
heavy.
what is it? When I was even younger, my grandma
Just
would
trauma
make
dump
me.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my grandma would make me chill with my grandpa because he wouldn't be
No.
violent with me.
Uh-huh.
So he would be like explaining math and physics to me because
While
he's
he's
like
drunk?
super. Yeah, like he
Mhm.
would help me with my homework and shit, like the old way. And
What's the
basically,
old way?
using old formulas and super long way
Like an
of like
abacus?
solving things.
You pull out an abacus?
Bust out the...
we did have that, but I never used
I
it.
bet, yeah. Calculators, bro. That,
We had
that must-
calculators.
That must have been like
oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, and then what she would do is she would dilute the vodka. She would be like, Diana, come here. So she would give me a shot, but she would make it with water. And she was like, here, give it
I
to
feel
him.
like you would taste it. You
No,
would know.
when he already
You can tell.
when he downed 5 bottles already, he's not gonna tell.
Like canisters of
Mm.
vodka or
Yeah, you,
like
you nodded like you got
bottles.
experience.
No, I've had some friends that have had some alcohol troubles.
Uh-huh.
One of them still has them. One of them actually he went to AA and he's all like straight now.
How
but,
old are these people?
27 and 31.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So they're pretty up there.
Yeah, they're definitely older than me.
Yeah.
wait, you knew them when they were 27 and 31 or
Now they
They-
are, right?
they were ex coworkers, so I had like worked with them and like I
At
was
where you work?
wait what?
Where you work now?
I worked at a hotel back then.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
no,
see,
they
I
were
see.
kitchen staff. So like I
Oh,
was the server. They were like cook and the sous chef whatever. I don't remember the titles, but like I know I was server.
Yeah, I know what I was doing.
I know my job role.
Yeah.
I was cleaning shit off the walls.
One time, so jumping back to a previous job, I was working at TJ Maxx, which is essentially if
Yeah,
you've
you
never
too,
been
right?
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been through this.
For a little while, yeah.
So if you've never been to a TJ Maxx, just imagine every shopper that goes in there picking something up. They're like, "Oh, this looks nice." Drop it
Oh,
on the
his
floor.
mom is the
Yeah.
one that does that. We talked about episode 1.
My mom did.
She's
yeah,
the one
yeah.
that paying your jobs.
Yeah.
She creates jobs. She knows
Yeah,
the
she's
state
a
of
job
economy.
creator.
Yeah.
But we had someone come in and there's a toilet right there, spotless, because no one ever uses the bathroom at TJ Maxx. This guy goes in, takes a shit in the middle of the floor.
Was it on the
No
drain?
fucking way.
It was just in the middle of the floor. And I walked in there and I was like, "Oh hell no! I don't need to go to the bathroom."
I was
Walked
actually
right back out.
I was considering doing that last weekend. Yeah.
Create more jobs.
Yeah, creating jobs.
So the janitor.
This
Must hate
guy,
you.
dude.
Bro, I actually had the same experience, but in Kohl's. You know
Oh, shit.
Kohl's?
Who cleaned it up? Who cleaned up?
You took
Not
a shit
me.
too?
No, not me.
The
No.
manager had to clean it up, and she was this old.
No, no.
woman.
I
She
was
was
the-
so mad,
Bro, I was the one
Oh.
that was like sorting through clothes in the fitting room, and like there's a pile of clothes, and I'm just like picking it out. I'm like, yo, why the fuck it stinks so much? And then I noticed like the bottom clothes are all wet and shit. And then I called the janitor, and somebody took a shit and just dumped all the clothes on it.
Imagine
Yo,
being 50, going through college, having kids, having your first love, and you go to work and you got to pick up shit. Like, like
That's
human
tough,
shit.
bro. That is
That's
tough.
tough.
when that's like not your job description.
That's tough. That's why I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's extracurricular. Right?
That's something you put on the job resume when you're switching out.
You're very
I'm the-
flexible with your
Very
workload.
Yeah, very flexible.
Adaptable.
I'm a
Yeah.
team worker.
Yeah. You know, like I worked in the medical office, and one time we had this walk-in that just came in, and I don't think they even got any services done, but they were sitting in the waiting room forever, just I guess to pretend like they are, getting services done. And then they went into the bathroom, blew it all up. There was shit all over the toilet because the next person goes in the bathroom and they're like, "Yo, can someone clean it up?" She's like, "We will clean it once we get our time, because like we would normally clean it just to maintain it." And she's like, "No, it's like really bad." And we're like, "How bad?" She's like, "You gotta see it." We go in there and there's like shit from like the back thingy of the toilet all the way down, like soft shit all over. Like, when you're about to sit down and you're like pointing 90 degrees, so it's like shoot out at that point and just like smeared everywhere.
Dude, some
None of
people,
us
dude.
volunteered. We closed the bathroom for the day. And then the manager kept trying to coerce us to clean it. And we're like, no, what the fuck? I'm front desk. I'm not going to clean it. We have a cleaner once a week. We're going to wait until that cleaner fucking comes here and they will do it because I'm not doing it. He's like, and then he goes in, he 5-gloved himself and he cleaned it up.
He
and I was
did
like,
it.
he did it.
The
The manager.
Yo.
We're like, no way. I'm
You
not
should
doing
ask for
that.
a raise if he's like, yo,
Nah,
clean it.
that place is like all Indian. They're not giving you no raise. They're
Not a little
not
racist.
giving you no raise. Bro, they were scamming insurance big time. So many
That's
people.
all medical offices.
Yo, no, not at all. I worked in multiple, and this place was fucking crazy. Like they would literally scam you, and they would be like, "Oh, you came here with flu? Let's go do an EKG."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Has to check your heart, right?
Yeah, like what's the point? And then like people would call in, and they're like, "Yo, why am I getting charged $500 for a COVID test? You said it's free." And some people paid for it, but because the thing is, with free COVID test, insurance pays for it, but the place would bill the maximum amount available, which is like 500. The insurance would pay 250.
Yeah.
And then the patient responsibility is 250, but they don't have to pay it because we did tell them it's free. So some people still paid it. Some people said, "No, I'm not paying it. You said it's free."
Bugging.
Yeah. If you look at the website, there's so many bad reviews, half of which are me after I quit.
Yeah, what the?
Yeah.
She's like 10 Gmail accounts.
I do. I left so many bad reviews, and all the bad reviews that people leave, I like them. I make sure to like,
You like-
so it goes up there, you know?
It's a
Oh my
community standard.
Yeah, I'm trying to warn people. Like, look, if you're reading the reviews and it's still not a red flag for you, you know, you deserve it.
You're like
You
doing
deserve to get
community
scammed.
service.
I am free, you know? And you're saying I don't do anything good for society.
Who said that?
Wait,
I
yeah,
don't
who
know,
said
no-
that?
No one said
You're
that. No one said
projecting.
that.
I
You're
think Andrew would
projecting.
say that.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think she's projecting. So you went camping, right? How was that like?
He's like, I ain't say that, so how's the camping?
Yeah, how was it? You know?
It was chill.
Where'd you
It was
go?
a blast from the past. I went to this amazing place called North South Lake in the Catskills. Yeah, and
Wait,
it's
was it a
like-
campsite, or
Wait.
were you just out in the wilderness? Like,
It's a campsite,
oh, okay,
but you still have to like bring your own tent.
Did you
sleep
guys
on
go
the
sh-
floor?
Did you shuggin?
Huh?
Shuggin.
What is that?
what the fuck is that, dude?
Sucking on these nuts. I fucked it up.
That
I
flopped
fucked it up.
hard.
I fucked it
That
up. I fucked it up.
flopped so
I fucked it up.
hard.
I said it wrong. I said it wrong.
Wait, what? Did I what? What was the first thing you said?
No, nothing. I killed it. I tried.
Explain to me.
Did you
explain to me.
sugs?
He probably meant to say,
Sugging.
are you shugging on these nuts? Something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
And you're like, huh? And you said, what's shugging?
Yeah.
You should be like, yeah, I don't know.
My
That
bad,
was
my
weird,
bad.
bro. You fucked up. We're clipping it though. We're
Cut it
clipping
out.
it. Yeah, no. We're
Yeah,
clipping
leave
it,
that
bro.
in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah. So what'd you do at the camp? Did you go like outbacking or
What the hell is outbacking?
You mean
Or
backpacking?
backpacking?
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Are you
like.
about to say like barebacking or something? Some shit.
So I guess it was a good trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's
Did you
hella
actually
chill.
like hike and whatever?
Yeah, we went for like 4 hours for the full day that we were there.
Did you
Yeah.
bring your bike by chance?
No, I want
No.
to though. If I went solo, I would do it.
Mm,
I don't
Really
wanna
on
leave-
those roads?
but how can you bike
Oh, they're
there?
really nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like gravel.
Mountain bikes for
Yeah,
the mountain.
It's
Yeah.
actually like very much paved,
Mm.
and also
He doesn't do mountain bikes.
yeah, it's also
Whatever.
on like a scenic bypass.
Yeah.
So, like,
Mm.
Through the drive, you're like going through like almost like canyons, and like in between like the valley between two mountains, and there's like waterfalls and stuff, and it's really nice.
Mm.
Yeah,
nice.
Sounds soothing.
it is.
Did you
It is.
guys have
There's-
like a open thing so you can like sleep and look at the stars?
I wanted to do that,
Mm.
but she wanted to put the cover on. I
Was
don't
it
know.
bugs?
Or
was there a bug stream?
there's still like
Yeah, see-through ones.
yeah, you could see through it,
Like-
but like I don't know why she didn't want to do it.
She wanted to.
Sugging?
No.
Sug on your dick.
Sleep and relax. You know the meme where like you wake up and you see a horse in your face?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just the horse looking
I've
down.
seen videos where like, the girl's sleeping and the dude taps her and he's wearing a horse mask.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a video that went viral of someone camping and there's
Mhm.
a horse with its head in the tent.
yeah.
Oh,
Like-
Just like, and it's
Yeah.
like poking through the mesh and it's like looking at you
Yeah.
and it's fucking wild.
yeah.
You think you could survive a bear attack?
No.
Just like
That would be tough.
It depends how many people are there, what equipment I have on me. There's
Do
a
I-
lot of
do I have
variables.
like a 9mm on me.
No.
no, that's not strong enough.
If it's
Like,
just
how about a
me and the
45?
bear, I'm dead.
You need a shotgun.
A
Yeah.
shotgun.
Need something strong, bro.
You need a
Get bear
shotgun.
mace.
Yo, they're
How about like a 22?
They're savage.
22.
The
Little
bears are
hunting
savage.
rifle.
You ever see them eat a salmon?
Mm-hmm.
They just rip off the skin. They don't.
And they
kill
do it like nothing.
They
They're
just
like,
yeah. They just peel it off like, and the fish is there like
they make your sashimi. Yeah.
screaming.
Bro, but seagulls make it worse. At least bears like quickly like do that, and then after the skin is peeled, they just eat it. Seagulls just keep pecking it. I saw the video of like a seagull that caught a fish out of the water, put it on a rock, pecked the eyeball. Then the fish is just flopping there, can't see anything with one eyeball, and then it started pecking the area where the eggs get dispersed. So it started bleeding and it took out an intestine. And the fish, for some reason, decided to flip over to the other side, so it pecked the other eyeball too.
Oh, snap.
Very slow death.
What
But
kind of search history do you got?
Seagulls are crazy. I watch a lot of wildlife, and seagulls are insane. They even fuck with penguins. Like I saw a video of a seagull picking on a young penguin, poking its asshole and pulling out a small intestine.
Oh,
Wait,
As the
what?
penguin is
Who did
running,
this?
seagulls.
A seagull did this to
Mhm. A penguin.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and the penguin
Damn.
is running, and you see the intestine just coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
wildlife videos are crazy.
Yeah, I hate them. One of
Yeah.
my friends keeps sending me that shit, and that shit is now on
I
my...
hate them, but I watch a lot of them.
I can't. I just like, I look it, and I'm like, and then I just move it.
It's kind of like those like gore videos you watch. As a
I don't
kid.
watch gore videos.
I hate gore.
Like decapitation
Even
and
as a
stuff.
kid? Yeah.
as
You
a-
never
yeah.
saw like the
I have.
as a
beheading
kid.
or
I don't
the-
like them.
As a kid, I was kind of like I was hella curious.
I just read the titles and look at the preview, and then I just skip.
You're like, I'm good.
Like there's this website it used to call USA Crimes, and he used to post videos for free, and now he makes people subscribe to see the full video.
yeah.
But basically, it would be like cartel decapitations and
Oh,
like
I watched that one.
Yeah.
With the chainsaw,
Charges
right?
people-
no, there's a lot
No?
of them.
Oh, that's
There's
awesome.
one with like a
They
blunt
kill a lot of
knife.
people
Yeah.
and record
Like a machete
it.
kind of thing.
Yeah, like a machete that's blunt, and they're just chopping the head. And then there's one where a girl, she was a prostitute, and she like snitched on the cartel, and they fucked her over, and they like cut off her arms and legs and the head, and they just like placed it on the road.
Yo.
Yeah.
Didn't
You ever
that happen in
you ever see
Queens
Reddit?
not too long ago?
You ever see Reddit
What?
50/50s? Where it's like,
Oh yeah.
dude, those are
yeah, yeah.
nerve wracking.
Dude, those are from
What's
like
that?
the mid 2010s.
50% chance you see like a nice cute dog, or 50%
Or, like, some
chance you
titties.
see some like fucked up shit.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
yeah.
Never seen it. No.
Yeah,
it
those
was
are
huge.
crazy.
Before like Reddit started being like super moderated.
Hmm.
Dude, there's actually one where there's this like woman that got like macked by a white Mercedes, and like her legs were like pinned against a wall, and she was like bleeding out from her legs, and then they had to like free her, and then she died.
They had a thing in
Wait.
the movie like that.
A Reddit post? It sounds like it happened outside your house.
Today.
Did you make it? You didn't make a Reddit post on it?
No,
Okay.
but that actually happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's real.
So tell them what you're referring to, because
Yeah.
they don't know.
So there was an accident a couple of streets up from my house.
Where's your
and-
house?
Look
Yeah.
up recent incidents in Brooklyn.
And basically like these two cars got in a huge accident, and there was an innocent bystander that got macked by a white Mercedes, and I think she was picking up her kid from daycare. It's not confirmed, but she got macked by the white Mercedes. She was just like crossing the street, and she got pinned against like a brick like fence at her legs, and she was stuck there for like a little while until the fire department came and like kind of like pulled the car back to like free her and get her in a hospital. And they also took their tools and they laid it on my car.
Oh my god, bro.
Heartbreaking, bro. Heartbreaking.
Bro, that's
You should have
crazy.
dash cam.
But,
Come on, man.
and
Wait, what happened to the blood? I didn't see anything there.
I didn't see any blood either, but also I wasn't able to get that close.
Yeah,
I'm
they were
guessing.
shooting.
What if it was a conspiracy and it was a hit? That's all I'm saying. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So what were you saying?
She's like, that's because you don't want to give me the custody, bitch.
Yeah. I want the kid. I put him in daycare.
I'm paying for it. Anyways. But actually, that I've seen something like this in a movie a long time ago. Like I remember like a similar situation where like it was like one of the horror movies that I used to like watching. It's like a scary movie, you know, the comedy horror movies. And the girl was pinned between two cars, and then she couldn't feel her legs, but you know, she was like literally squished. And when they pulled the cars away, she just bled to death basically, because the car that was in place was holding the organs from falling out and also was holding the blood from just like, you know, gushing out.
Yeah.
So same thing happened, and they pulled the car, and then she just died.
That's why if you get impaled, you don't pull it out. Keep it in.
How the fuck are they gonna transport
No,
her?
no, I'm saying like
I've
seen in general. In general, like
Oh yeah, I know, like,
Like-
with the knife. Yeah.
yeah, or like
Because
with
if with a knife you pull it out and then you're like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to do it.
two
That was it
puncture
back.
wounds. Yeah,
Maybe
but it's kind of crazy. You can just die at any time. You know.
You know what's a fun fact? Well, I don't know how fun it is, but the human body is very like rubbery, you know? So like if you jump off the roof, right? You don't just splatter. You bounce a little bit and then you splatter.
And then the pressure just like
Yep.
plop plop plops
But
you up.
there's a little bounce.
I
when you
bet
hit
it's
the
all that
ground.
water inside of you.
Probably, yeah. Sure that
Yeah.
helps. But yeah, you know.
But
fun
yeah,
fact.
when people splash on the floor, it looks so weird. It's just bits and pieces, like, you know, your little Minecraft, like, you know, like squares, just like plop, plop.
Like Lego.
Bro, yeah, it's like little pieces, like of everything just splashed on the ground. Like if you ever seen a video of someone's head get mushed, it literally just like plop,
Do you know what's
plop,
depressing? If you like jump off a second story and you don't die.
and then just
and then-
paralyzed.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, should have like went a floor up. I
You're like,
should've-
fuck. It's like, I didn't succeed even in this, you know, like
Yeah,
I can't
I'm a
even do this
failure.
correctly. I'm a failure.
Yeah, it's like, man, I really didn't want to walk up the extra flight of stairs.
Damn. It's like, I never go the extra mile. God, why?
Yeah.
Wait, so what happened in Queens?
Oh, I think just like some gang like dismembered a body and they it was in a bunch
Oh,
of
in a
garbage
trash
bags.
can in front of the halal cart.
No, there's a different one. It was on the LIE, the Long Island Expressway.
Yeah, a
It
lot
was
of people
just scattered
died.
all over.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, something like that.
Actually,
Wait, they took someone's body and
They all the body parts were in a couple plastic garbage bags, and they just threw them out their window onto the the road, and people were just like, "Whoa, what the hell is these plastic bags?" And they the cops came and they opened it up, and it's like a body, and it's just like, "Oh shit!"
I recently saw, like 2 weeks ago, there is a case also in Queens, I think. And they found like a body in a dumpster in front of Citibank or whatever bank it was. And right
That's
across
low
from it
effort.
was halal truck. And they were interviewing halal truck guys if they seen who like might have been the one that dumped
wouldn't
the
the
body in there.
banks have cameras though?
Yeah, they probably looked at it, but they're also asking the halal truck guys.
That's so low effort. Dumping a body in front of a bank. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
you didn't think about
That's
that
what
shit
you
too
take
much.
out of that.
That guy must have like fucked up their mortgage or something. He's like, you promised me 3%, now it's 8,
do you have to
motherfucker.
report that when you sell the property? Do you have to report that like there was a body in front of you know how someone dies
you don't
in your
report
house?
that. You don't report that.
You know how someone dies in the house, you have to say
No.
like someone died in
no,
the house?
you don't say that.
I don't think
yo.
you have to.
Yes, you
legally
do.
that.
You do.
You know
do.
you don't,
I
bro.
don't think
I'm
so.
in real estate and you don't have to do that. In fact, you don't want to do that because some people are superstitious and you don't want to kill your deal.
Yeah.
Half of the
I
apartments
thought-
I've been to, someone died in them.
That's great.
Oh shit!
But I think I was always
And you
thinking
feel it, you know? It's like,
I was thinking you do because people are superstitious, so you want like it's in good faith that you do tell them.
do you know how many like
then
old
also-
people die in the apartment? Then a lot of a lot of these apartments would not be sold. Like
Or
look at
maybe
what's
murder.
happening in Japan.
Do you have to tell them if they got murdered? Or-
They would probably ask you like, how's the neighborhood? Be like, it's the ghetto, like, you know, it's the South Bronx, so you
Hmm.
decide, you know. There's a
Because
chance.
I know in Breaking Bad, they didn't disclose that there was a meth lab in the house that
yeah,
were
they don't
selling.
have to disclose that. You only have to disclose material things, like if there's a crack in the wall that's substantial to the
Foundation,
the foundation. Yeah, but you don't have to say that. Oh, you think there's a ghost. You don't want to like affect like
Yeah.
the property's value based on some stupid like thoughts. You know,
Although, aren't there?
some stupid murder that happened?
some
like,
stupid
someone
murder 2
pointless.
days ago.
Just like a small family that was massacred in the living room.
That's
you know,
that's actually why if you ever watch like horror movies about like ghosts, those houses constantly get sold. You know, like the one something massacre, where a guy was possessed at night and he killed his whole family because some voice was telling him. That's a real story that happened. And then they sold the house without disclosing what happened. same thing happened again. So they thought there is something weird happening with this house,
Has
right?
to be a neighbor.
What?
The neighbor.
It has to be a neighbor, right?
No, it's the husband. Husband kills his whole family and then kills himself. I forgot the name of the movie, but something like Chainsaw Massacre, I think. And so they actually, after that happened, they didn't want to sell the house anymore. They made it like a historic place where you can visit, but it's not for sale for like a long time. But I don't know if it's like back on the market anymore.
Maybe.
In the market after 20 years of being like empty, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I would
Prime real
totally
estate.
scoop one of those up, bro. You probably get it for pennies on the dollar.
Bro, I would
Nah,
never
it's like a
do that.
historic landmark.
Bro, that's what those guys
Yeah.
said. That's what that family probably said. She was like, oh shit, all the houses here are 1 million. This one's only 100. Oh shit.
Do you
it's
guys
a
I'd be all
steal."
over that shit.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I believe in ghosts,
I believe
bro.
in aliens, so I guess I can't really rule out ghosts, but I'm not like.
But I think that's different.
I think there might be ghosts, but I don't think they can do anything.
Yeah.
I bro.
They protected your car today.
How do you know those? Maybe that was luck.
Mm,
No.
That's
Luck doesn't
right.
exist, Andrew. You make your
Bro,
own
it's
luck.
those Chinese characters you have on the wall.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But those are the Miata gods.
That's what it spells out in Chinese.
Oh yeah.
Miata.
Miata.
No, but I believe in ghosts, like, bro. I think
There's
I saw.
a.
Yeah,
what's
go
that?
ahead.
Oh, I was actually gonna say there's in Catholicism there's actually a lot of saints of all sorts of types and varieties.
What is that? Catholicism?
It's Christianity.
Roman
Oh.
Catholic.
It's
Oh.
yeah.
So like there's a saint of like information like technology. There's like a saint of like accounting. There's a saint of like I'm serious. You can look this up.
There's a saint of
are-
like everything, and half of them were like
you know
glorified.
this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of them were glorified, but they were actually like the biggest pieces of shit to ever walk
Oh,
the earth.
Damn, you're just saying that.
but you know
Well, like
the saint of Miatas.
I don't have my phone on me, but like there's one that like he basically committed like genocide, killed a bunch of people to like
I mean,
make
hey,
room
listen.
for the other Catholics, and like
Oh, that's
He's a
very
saint.
kind of him.
You gotta look out for your own people.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't this what Aaron Yeager is doing? You know, some genocide is justified. You know,
it's coming up soon,
bro.
right?
I
Isn't
know.
it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
third part of the final ending is coming up again.
Also, no
Every
lie.
time it's final season.
When I started watching anime, that was like the nerdiest thing you could possibly do.
I know.
And now it's so mainstream. I saw like 4 buses on my way
I
here
know.
that had like Juju Kaisen
Bro,
on the side. I was
Jujutsu.
like,
Juju
Kaisen, bro. It's
Jujutsu.
jujitsu.
Stop.
Bro, you're wrapped up in religion.
Juju. Juju on that beat. You know, Juju.
Jujutsu.
Bro, like,
Whatever.
I used to get bullied for that shit.
So did I.
I used to be the weird
I had
kid, you
an
know?
anime backpack.
Me too. And
Yeah,
I had
that's why
an
you got
anime
bullied.
shirt.
It's not because you watched anime. It's because you had an
Now
anime
it's all
backpack.
cool, though. What do you mean? Now, like, everybody is
Yeah,
repping
now
that shit.
everyone-
You had like the
watches it.
male version of like the headphones with the kitty.
No,
Yeah.
He had the wolf
No, that's
ears.
the waifu pillow.
I had an
But
Attack
that's
on
like-
Titan backpack. That was what I had.
Mm,
This is the class. I had that shit all through college too, and like no one would come
in
up and be,
college?
no one would come up and be like, "Oh, you watch this," but they'd be like backpack.
That's crazy. Nah, I stopped that shit with middle school.
You don't. I mean, I would totally.
I would only wear like shirts, but only when I'm hanging out with my weird anime friends.
I would wear a shirt in public. I would.
Yeah. I got a hot take, bro.
What is
So
it?
What is
from
it?
you talking about like this like saint like killing a bunch of people to make room for whatever
You like
his,
Hitler?
like followers is. I don't like him.
Wait,
I don't like
Hitler.
it.
Oh,
I was
no,
joking.
he's
I
going-
was
It
joking.
could be applied to Hitler. It
What
could
is
be
it?
applied
Say
to
it, say it.
anything.
Oh, don't take
Yeah,
a
it could
whole.
be
Don't
applied to
take a
Hitler,
whole.
like
ad.
whoever was responsible for the Armenian genocide.
Yeah.
Just like basically like mass scale like horrible shit that happened,
Mhm.
right? Like
Let's hear this hot take.
yeah. Oh yeah, first of all, I gotta acknowledge like these things are horrible, right? That it's it's horrible, right?
A little
And
disclaimer.
It's like
It's like
not-
little text under what he's saying.
It's like, I in no way endorse
The
this.
I don't
leftover-
endorse it. I
the
don't-
leftover
Does not
podcast
support
does not
genocide.
Yeah, I don't endorse it. I don't support it. I have no positive like.
But
Yeah, I know. But you know, at the same time, like what happened was horrible. But the fact that somebody was able to organize something
Mhm.
on that kind of scale
Mm.
to like their like best interests and whoever their like followers' best interests are, you kind of got to respect it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
That's influence.
I think that's
the-
just the power of propaganda and good marketing.
That's
Right?
influence.
Yeah.
And so, but like just the fact that like you could execute that, right?
Mhm.
Like the fact that that Hitler was able to bring like intercontinental like turmoil, right? Like conflict to the world, right?
Yeah.
Just showed like how much power he was able to amass and how much influence he was able to
Mhm.
like
Your
bring for
hatred,
himself.
your hatred for Jews must be like really strong.
But
But then the guy that denied him art school was Jewish or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's,
Dude,
where
that's
it all
tough.
started.
Imagine like he actually went to art school and he was just a happy, like nerdy guy.
But did you guys know that Japan actually supported the Nazi genocide?
Because
Crazy,
they were
right?
doing shit in China.
Wait, you
Yeah.
know how like
Manchuria
It's because
and-
they did have that mentality of like we're the super nation. So that's why.
random thought. So you know how like people kill babies? Like
Yeah.
what if
You mean
in-
abortion?
What if in their what what if in their timeline like that baby was gonna become Hitler and they came back to kill it so it wouldn't become a Hitler?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Are you picking
No.
up what I'm saying? No?
You
No?
talking about time travel?
Yeah.
you gotta
like,
stop with the beer.
like let's say because you know how people would be like, oh, if I had time travel, I'd go back and kill Hitler. But like I would kill him when he's a baby where he can't harm anyone. He
And
has
then
no
somebody
fighting-
will time travel back to be like, I gotta kill that guy before he kills because now there's a Jewish domination of the world. It's like, I gotta kill that guy. No.
He bounced it out.
Yeah, no, he did balance it out because we would be in a capitalistic world forever. But actually, speaking of babies, you know how Chinese people would like kill female girls that were born, right?
Yes.
Because they had a one-child policy. There's a study that said that in 100 years, their population would be half of what it is because there's not enough females to reproduce with. So not enough people to support their social welfare. And therefore, like the government's going to kind of collapse on the system that it's running right now. And socialism, you know?
They actually import women. They do it via North Korea
Prostitution.
and that.
Yeah.
North,
and body
they
trafficking.
take North Korean refugees in, and they actually.
But it's still not enough.
Oh, like Yomi Park.
Yeah. She
No,
talks
No, but
about it.
it's still not enough. Like if you look at like how many are coming out of North Korea, even if that's the case, there's billions of single men in
They could
China.
they could do something like the Jews do.
Yeah, there must be like millions of single men in every single country. Well, where they have population of that scale. I bet there's tons of single men in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a shit
There's a-
ton.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
I know a lot of losers.
Yeah, no, I mean like no, it's just
This
that
fucking
the you know
guy
like
with-
specifically with China though, like with the trajectory of their like birth rates, similarly with Japan and whatever, even though they didn't do the same thing, but in China specifically, by year 2100, there's gonna be like less than there is Chinese people today in China. Maybe there's more like here in America and whatever, but in China, mainland China, there's not gonna be so many.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
could do what the Jews do and have a thing like birthright.
They might
Re-
take over
know what
Taiwan
they
and
could
just take all of their
Yeah,
women.
you know, U.S. is really spread thin on that, but I don't want to talk politics.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
They could start making like Chinese anime
They do
They
do
do.
that.
and have C-pop groups.
They do
They
do
do.
that. But
They do both of those.
yeah, but Chinese anime actually
It's kinda,
super like censored.
lame.
Mhm.
Lame.
And they even
Mm.
censor Japanese anime. And also I
Hmm.
think they're censoring
there's
like
no
a bunch
blood,
of
right?
other things. Like
No blood, no skulls.
there's also a lot of tension between South Korea and China
Why?
because South Korea is backed by United States and China is backed by Russia.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of tension between like Chinese K-pop artists performing in Korea and then Korean K-pop artists performing in China. At least that was the case like when I was super deep into it. So like there's a lot of tension with that stuff. But they do definitely have their own groups, but they're not as popular because I don't know, not a lot of people listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta find something that works
I got a question for you guys.
for hotter dudes.
There is a
Hotter
lot of
dudes.
attractive hot dudes there.
Do they do the plastic surgery thing?
What's the plastic
Don't know.
surgery thing? And
The Koreans.
and then
Just like
Indians.
South Koreans love plastic surgery.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but they all look handsome. Like all their hair looks fucking good and they're
Dang it.
dressed well.
Damn, now I gotta get surgery.
Yeah, you got to compete.
It's a free market.
Yeah, you know, but what's that?
No, you go. It's something off
I was
topic.
say, though, I was thinking like the point of doing that, like C-pop and like having Chinese anime, is to spin
Women
the
coming in.
appeal, of like Chinese like culture to like Western people, right?
Yeah.
But I thought about it. Western people can't really tell the difference between all of the squinty
Yeah,
eyes
they
anyways.
can. They can. If you listen to the language, you definitely can.
Well,
But
if you're
that's
not, if you're
you
enthusiast,
who's actually come to like learn the language.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be
Right?
Bro,
like,
you
if
can
you're
definitely
around
tell.
and-
All the Korean sounds like nya 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 because annyeong, something mo, you know,
Yeah.
like it's very like cutesy. Japanese is very like Russian, but like konnichiwa, just like Russian, здравствуйте, you know, like syllables. And Chinese is pokai, shangwa, you know, like
and it's
jiao,
tonated too. So like the tone of your,
gao.
I know the tone of your voice matters.
She
in
understood.
Chinese.
You understood.
They're real fucking words, bro.
Those are real words. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so like you see there's a very big difference, and also Chinese is so much fucking harder to learn, which is why not so many Westerners are gonna learn it.
You threw him off. Yeah, but I was gonna ask an off-topic question.
What's that?
Do you guys still want to continue?
Also, I just need to say
Last thoughts.
that's because you actually like have absorbed the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for like most people that are kind of like on the surface,
Mm-hmm.
they can't really tell a difference.
I feel
Yeah,
like
when-
military changes things because if you're stationed in like Asia somewhere, like you can kind of you start to tell the difference. Like my grandfather, he went to Vietnam and he was able to tell the difference
went to
because he was
Nam?
there for so many years and like wait what?
You went to Nam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see like the poop sticks?
he was in intelligence, so no.
Yo,
So he was poking people with the poop.
Well,
Did
he
he know
saw
about
them,
the poop
but-
sticks?
Yeah, he knew about the.
see.
did you guys see about the other tactic they did? They were digging the tunnels and they were hiding in the tunnels. And when the American soldiers were going into the tunnels, they would either have the snakes kill them, either would put the water and then suffocate them because now they're crawling out and they can't because they're under the water, or once they
Collapse
stick
it.
their head out, finally they choke them out. And when the Americans tried to gas them with poison, what they did would bury themselves under the ground so the poison doesn't seep through, or they would put water in front of them. Like they would fill the tunnel with water, that way the gas doesn't go through.
You know, they were
Super intelligent, and
incredible guerrilla
they
warfare.
couldn't figure out how far those tunnels stretch because it was such a like crazy system. Basically, they had an ant kingdom.
Yeah. And Kingdom.
Would you
Mhm.
guys like to live forever?
How?
Yeah, of course. That would be sick.
Really?
I mean,
I
like if
don't
you're
know if I
not
would.
aging.
I would say, for me, I'd say no.
If
I
you're
don't think
aging?
I would. Nah.
Yeah, it depends.
yeah,
I
are you
guess-
aging?
I'm assuming you're capped at like your mid 30s, like type of thing.
Yeah,
You
but
just-
if you're the only one living, everyone
to-
you've
so,
ever
like,
loved.
so like you
I
get to
should
35
die?
and you don't age anymore. Like you stay
Oh.
35 forever. Like you're able-bodied and you can like do stuff.
But then, like, think about all the problems that would cause, though, with like overpopulation.
No,
like, if, let's
only
say,
the certain few
every-
can live
yeah,
forever.
come on, man.
No, I'm saying like if you could live, everyone could live forever.
No,
Would you want to live forever if that was the case?
No.
All right, but like given what you said, like of course there's gonna be problems, right?
Yeah.
what you can do is you can mass sterilize everyone so no one produces ever again, and you live forever. And then when wars happen and you finally kill each other off, then you
you're
can
gonna
start producing again.
slowly go to
But then everyone's
extinct.
sterilized.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because
af-
it's the same people.
Maybe you
for
can reverse it just how you do it with the what is it, vasectomy?
vasectomy.
reattach.
Yeah, everyone's like certified has a vasectomy.
Yo,
like
maybe-
they carry around their card when they're about to fuck.
maybe it could be a system where like you can only. Oh wait, everyone lives forever. Oh, you can. Okay, everyone
that-
lives
if-
forever by natural causes, but you can die if something happens to you.
So people can
So
murder
could-
you.
So then hits
Yeah,
would
so
be
you
like
could get murdered.
hits would really be
Oh,
a
fuck.
commodity.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think like a great solution for that
It's
would
gotta be
be
friendly with everyone.
to offer it only
Yeah.
to higher class.
Yeah, I would say, but that's
Yeah,
going to be a
that's
lot
hot
of
take.
political.
Why,
Yeah.
why do you say that?
That's
Why
a
do you
lot
say
of
that?
political.
That's true though, but that's
Why do you
like
say that?
But there's more poor people than rich people.
Tell me about that.
obviously
Always.
No, but what I'm saying
So the
is
vote
like
wouldn't go in that
yes.
favor.
nobody would give a shit about that. Do you think rich people care what the poor want even now? Like they definitely have better everything. And besides, like even if there was a overpopulation thing, right? Let's say if you are living forever, you could then start exploring the space and then actually colonize like other planets and make the space livable for yourself because it is
When you say the space,
inhabitable.
you mean outer.
outer space.
Also, by way of the judicial system, or not the judicial system,
The
the
judicial system.
was it
I'm
legislative
Jewish. I'm
system?
Jewish.
Yeah, it's not the actual people that get to vote on whether bills pass. it's the people that
Represent those
Congressman,
people.
represented by
Yeah.
those people, but the people that represent those people are all corrupt,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? Because like
Yeah.
by nature of the legislative system, like
But how do you
You-
get votes? You give away free money. You
Yeah.
You put noodles on their ears. That's a Russian saying.
oh, what does that mean?
You just like give them like shit. You know, you like basically.
I don't get how it comes to
Noodles
noodles.
through the ear.
Well, in Russian they say "лапшу на уши вешают." It means you're putting like noodles on your ears, and so that it's just like you're saying like bunch of bullshit to them, and it's just strings of that noodle like sticking out of your ear, and you know you're listening and you're sitting there like okay, you know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't. It has to
have
be like
some
a play of words on.
No, but like
Russian.
You
if
have some really clean ears. Can you imagine? if
no,
you
no, no,
could-
no, they're not putting it.
They're
They're
on-
putting
on
it
top.
on the
Oh, on
ears.
top?
Yeah.
Why?
And they're just like dangling
I
there.
think it's a play on words in Russian. That's
Yeah.
what
we
I
should
think.
just do a podcast and put noodles on our ears.
Bruh.
The spicy noodle.
Yo, no way, no way. That's just gonna get in your eye for sure. You're gonna feel it.
it would. But that's part of the fun of the podcast.
Wouldn't that be sick though if you could put a noodle like through your mouth, through your ear canal, and like clean out your ears?
Dude,
Yeah.
my ears
I
would
mean,
be
assuming there's no
spotless.
damage, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you could do that, that would be.
You
sick.
ever
I
you
would
ever
do it all the
you
time.
ever sneeze and then a noodle like you're eating something and you sneeze and it comes out your nose? You guys ever done that? No.
I've totally
No.
laughed and had milk come
Yeah,
out of my
laugh,
nose.
laugh.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had Coke come up to my nose, but it didn't come out. But it
Like-
was
How did
burning.
it come up?
What kind of Coke?
Shh,
she
allegedly.
had the drip.
Yeah, no.
There's a thing with cokeheads where they don't trim their pinky, and they scoop up coke with it and they snort it.
Most of the guys I knew
Yeah.
that had like coke problems, they would use like like a regular Bic,
Coke stick.
like a Bic pen.
Most of the guys
They would
you
use the
knew
pen
that had
cap.
Coke problems, and the guys that you made have Coke problems.
Yeah, because I made so many of those. Yeah.
Mm.
But no, so they would use like the Bic pen cap, and they would use the little like what you would use to clip it on something. They would use
Yeah.
that, and that would instead of a key because that was cleaner. I
Oh,
guess
it's kind of like recess too, right? carries a
exactly. That
little-
was what all the cokeheads I knew did. They were they had some issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of don't understand the appeal of Coke.
Have you done it?
I have,
Oh,
yeah,
How was it?
in the Dominican Republic.
damn.
You trusted Dominican
Are you
Coke?
sure
No,
it was
it was-
Coke?
Dude, you know what happened? And like a few years ago in a resort, they were mixing alcohol with gasoline. And people would
Mm.
have gasoline poisoning. And this was in the resort.
Mm-hmm.
Because the idea is they come to the resort, they drink and they go home. And then you never see them again. Or you see them in like 2 to 3 years.
Uh huh.
So it's like it's always a new batch of people. So you could like scam them.
They
and-
do that in Russia too.
And then it wouldn't matter who you're scamming because you're probably not going to see them again.
But the gas is cheaper than alcohol.
Yeah. No?
Benzene.
Is it not? It should be, right?
It's cheap, yeah.
$5
You know
a
Russia is
gallon
the supplier of
right now?
gas. Do you know that Russia is a supplier of gas, which is why
Oh.
European Union does not want to interfere with whatever is happening because they are still buying gas from Russia.
But gas prices should go up just because of how inflation works. Yeah. Oh, but what were we talking about? Living forever?
I don't think I would want to do it.
Forever
I feel like
I wanna be.
the
forever
stipulation
young.
would be if you could live forever, like you're the only one that could live forever. You're saying everyone can, but I feel like if you're just presented with an opportunity like that, like no one in the world is gonna like get to share that kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I feel like I wouldn't do it because everyone that I've ever loved will pass before.
But you're
my
gonna
eyes,
find
and I'll
new
have to
love.
be there. Yeah, but how many times
You're not
are
that
you gonna-
romantic.
But all right, so like my dad's had, I don't know, 6 dogs in his lifetime, right? He's watched all of them pass. So he's like, I don't think I could do it again. I'm not getting another dog, right? So like if you amplify that with people, I feel like it's going to be way stronger of a feeling and I'm not going to want to keep restarting
But-
from zero.
Yeah, I could see
If
that.
I was immortal like that, I would constantly start wars because I can't die.
no, you could.
And you would have my respect.
yeah,
Yeah, I would,
but then you
I
become.
would constantly start shit. You know,
You'd be.
I'd come to like a new country and be like,
She'd be like
You
the
would
wicked
come-
witch like in the lore.
You'd come infamous though. Infamous. Like they would know that you started the war, and then you go to another country, and then they would know that you started the war.
no, they
and
wouldn't
then
know.
your face would be known.
They would be all dead.
She would be known and she would be rich.
Yeah.
True.
There's a lot of people
I
that
would be like
benefit from
Genghis
starting
Khan.
wars.
Yeah. I'd be
Yeah.
like Genghis Khan, you know,
You-
Alexander the Great.
You supply the guns, and then you supply the reconstruction.
You
get-
you'd be like Genghis Khan, and you'd be like reverse impregnating everybody in those countries.
Let me get the next baby. Ooh, you're gonna be the most strongest baby of this world. You know.
Dude, that's great. That guy is 10% of the whole population, or like some shit like that.
I'm sure I got some of his genes in me.
That's crazy.
We all got a little Genghis Khan in us.
You know how much raping
Especially you.
and pillaging you gotta do? Mongolian blood.
They said he had like what over 1,000 kids, right? Let's hear the criminal case after.
Oh yeah, I caught a criminal court case
Oh, you did?
not
When?
too long ago. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, you're going to do your forgot what it's
Jury
called,
duty?
jury duty, or you're in a criminal court.
I told people I'm going to jury duty, but really, it was the initial court appearance for like the first hearing.
What?
Yeah.
Are you the defendant or something?
Yes.
What
The
happened, bro?
plaintiff was the state.
Why? What did they do? What did they do?
Wait, it's like an MTA worker hit you or something?
No. He's
No.
the defendant. Plaintiff is the one that's a victim.
Yeah. So I'm
So
the one
he's
getting
the offender.
prosecuted.
Yeah, he's the offender.
No, you're fucking with us.
No, I'm
Oh.
serious, bro.
What did you do?
I
Wait, this is evidence.
Huh?
This could be evidence.
well the
Cut it out then if
the
it's
case
if
is
it
dropped now.
Mm.
Yeah, I got the case dropped.
How?
I beat the case.
What'd you do?
Did you
I beat the
arbitrage
ops.
it?
I
Did
beat
you go
the
to
ops.
arbitration?
Yeah. Huh?
Killed them all. The oppositions.
Did you go to arbitration? How'd
No,
you beat
no,
it?
no. There's no arbitration with the state, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened? What was the case about?
The case was about me driving my Miata, the one that's now in another crime scene, through a crime scene.
Oh,
so what was
shit.
that? Like, how is this a...
It's an active investigation. He's driving through
Wait,
it. Like-
how-
Did you know?
No,
You can't
of course
know.
not.
You can't. You literally can't know.
That's why
Yeah.
it dropped.
And these dudes, the crime scene tape, they literally put it on the top of a south
Bruh,
side.
what?
so there was actually nothing obstructing the entire crime scene.
Bruh. So
And-
anyone could have passed.
Yeah, and they let a bus drive through it.
What?
So they let the bus drive through. I didn't know because I was behind the bus. And my Miata is
It's
like,
tiny.
yeah, it's tiny, so I can't see shit behind the bus, right? So I just kept going with the bus.
Bruh.
And then like 5 cops jumped in a squad car, followed me,
Damn.
and then pulled me over and literally like pulled me out of the car.
Were you shitting bricks?
Probably.
I was like, ah,
Where are you saying something like...
I'm not. But
Where you'd be like,
what?
you know...
What is that?
What is this?
BLM.
what the fuck?
Wait, when was this case? When did it happen?
It happened
Because you just
I
got
think in like
prosecuted.
the early summer.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah, so maybe
damn!
a
The
few months.
turnover is that quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, mine was especially quick. I got charged in like late July, and my first hearing was in the first week of August.
Did you have a
Wow.
state
They-
attorney?
They wanted to get me like.
Wait, so when we were doing the podcast,
I had a case.
You didn't tell
Yeah,
us.
but it was because like.
You couldn't disclose it.
Nah.
No?
Actually, well, the biggest thing is that my family has a connect
Mm.
to like just get the case dropped before it goes to court,
Mm,
right?
mm,
So I knew that like I was free
Mhm.
from that,
mhm.
and then second of all, I'd also not only did I have that, but also I hired an attorney that I knew was really good,
Not a state attorney.
a Jewish attorney, a Jewish
What was
attorney.
his track
that's-
record?
Huh?
What is his track
Oh,
record?
he's Jewish.
You know, there's a one of the guys.
He rocks the yarmulke, and he got the tassels too.
Damn.
I think Trump hired someone that got off like a rapper for killing someone. And then,
Oh, I think I heard about this.
And then it was like that's how you know it's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the lawyer that was like looking through the lyrics for evidence? He was like, "Now I killed my op," and then you know when he like reads through the lyrics and he's like, "Yeah, that doesn't
This is
justify as evidence."
artistic.
Yeah.
That's YNW Melly,
I don't know who that is.
the guy that's like
I got mixed personalities.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I got mixed personalities or something like that.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
That's the only one.
Um,
Oh, murder on my wait.
Yeah. I
Murder
got
on my
murder on my
mind.
mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You definitely know that one.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that one.
I
Yeah.
know you know that
Everybody in my school knew that one. Everybody like 13 years old walking in the class like, I got murder on my mind. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you're 13.
There was a
Pussy.
Pusha T
Yeah.
song, "Murder on My Mind."
That's
that was
crazy.
gas.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
he was
murder
going through
on
the
my
lyrics on
mind.
that.
I got murder on my
That one
mind.
crazy with the subwoofer.
So you had a good lawyer.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm glad that it got
Did you
dropped.
collect anything from the state for
No.
mental damages?
No,
obviously.
I got it dropped and I was
Poke-
like, all right, let's just
poke-
leave this behind.
Poke the bear.
Yeah.
Go back and poke the bear. Call him a pussy while
Nah,
he's
they
leaving.
can't put an Asian guy behind the bars. Come on.
Yeah.
He wouldn't last. What do you mean? He would come out with a tunnel for his asshole.
Oh, bro.
Jeez.
Don't drop the soap.
Yeah, even the logs you'd be dropping wouldn't help you.
Yo,
Nah.
speaking of prison, I was watching, the thing on Netflix where it's like the craziest prisons around the world? I
Yeah.
was watching an episode last night. I don't know why, I just saw it and it was interesting, but it was about the Numbers Gang in South Africa.
The numbers gang.
There's
What
a
did
bunch
they
of
do? They
gangs.
got like 4 function calculators.
No,
And
they're
they're like, what's 9 plus 10?
the one I was
21?
at. It was the 26s, the 27s, and the 28s, and they're all gangs. Like think like
Gays?
hardcore criminal gangs. They kill a lot of people. They do a lot of like
A lot
armed
of butt
robberies,
rape.
kidnapping.
Why do they call
Um,
them the numbers gang?
Because their name of the gang is a number. So one was 26, one was 27, one
Why
was
wouldn't they
28.
just pick non-consecutive numbers?
They weren't creative, though.
No, dude, but
Like, I feel like that's so confusing.
like they
He's
have
like, I'm
their
number 1, you're
No.
number 2, I'm
You know
number
what, that-
3.
It's actually hella smart because they prioritize their mental energy for the things that matter. The gang activities.
dude. So they made it where they have their own language. Anyone in any numbers gang has this language that they just know, and so like behind bars, even if you're in different numbers gangs, you could still communicate.
They're throwing
you're
up-
still good with like you're chilling. But in the interview, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we're cool in here, but like if I see him outside, I'll shoot him in the face." And it was like stuff like that. I was like, "Oh shit." I don't know. I
It's
just
like
thought that was
like
cool.
they have their own language, like they're throwing up ASL.
No, they're like
Or-
talking.
They
Smoking.
go like-
got their 4 function calculators, and they're like 8008, and they showed it to their friend, and they're like,
Or like, they go like,
hey,
Oh,
yo, hey, yo.
jeez, that-
She's been practicing.
yeah, it's like,
But yeah, I
Did
don't
you
know,
hear
it's
the
just-
language?
Yeah, they spoke it. I mean,
How did it sound like?
dude, I'm not. It was.
what if
Was
it's
it-
just
I'm
a
not
foreign
even gonna
language for
try.
you?
Yeah, it was just totally foreign. It was.
What if it wasn't made
Yeah,
up?
what if it was like Russian or something?
No,
Or
it
like,
wasn't. No, because they interviewed the guys about it, and it's not Afrikaans. It's not English. It's like
there's
some-
100 languages.
You know how
There's a lot.
You know how
like,
there's
in
like
South Africa.
there's like Chinese English, Spanish English,
Spanglish.
Chinglish.
yeah, and then
English.
also Japanese English. What if it's something like
Japanglish.
that?
What
You
if
know?
it's like not even like South American dialect?
I mean, you got your phone. You can take a quick peek. It began with an S. Seagalese or something. I don't know.
Slovak.
All right,
Vatican.
well, I believe
Nah.
you. I don't want to throw off the.
Dude,
the
it
vibes.
was like interesting because like they had ranks and like they had tattoos and like all the lower ranks wouldn't talk about anything.
They would be the
but
bitches,
He
right?
found this one. Yeah,
It'd just be the
basically.
pocket pussies.
But everyone in the gang was in a gang. Everyone in the prison was in a gang. There were, and if you weren't, you were called like a Franz. And there were, I think, 5 in the entire prison. And the Franz is basically any cell he's in, he's like the bitch boy. He's doing
Wait, so,
laundry.
like-
He's like, taking
that's
care
chill.
of them. Oh no, but he's getting like
Real.
you have to
He
pay.
got game
No,
banged.
you have to either
His
pay your
Kegel
way
was
out, like buy your
unkinked.
way out, or you join a gang. That's basically
What do
the
you
two
mean buy
ways.
your way out?
They will give you their bank account information, and you have to contact someone on the outside and send them like lots of money to get protection in jail. And if you
Oh,
don't,
if you're not,
they'll
part of the
literally
gang.
kill you. So like if you make one misstep as a Franz.
So how do
they-
you become the head of the gang? Do you just have to
You
fuck
kill
their
a lot of-
leader?
So funny enough, they wouldn't if
Like
someone.
Like in the ass, It's like, yeah, now you're my bitch.
You're really onto this idea of fucking.
In prison? Bro, like, it's crazy. Dudes that are not gay, just fucking dudes, And like, how do you go? Do you go for a muscular guy and you're like, oh, he's buff? Or do you go for the most frail guy that can't resist?
I think it's
I guess
preference.
It depends.
It's preference.
Yeah, what you're into.
And also $20 is $20. You know what I'm saying?
They don't pay you
In prison.
anything.
ramen is ramen.
Bruh.
She.
Yo.
Shin ramen is, and that's like extra lube. You make your bitch eat it. and then that's like the lube.
Your
you know?
dick is gonna be spicy though, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be burning. But I was on Reddit. I was thinking about that time we were talking about 50-50. I was on Reddit and I read a thing where there's a genre of girls that like when a cream pie is eaten out of them.
Oh,
Ugh.
Isn't that
The
crazy?
dude?
Yeah, the dude
Like
eating
the
it.
dude nuts in them and then goes to town on the girl while it's like
Any of you do that? Any?
coming out. No.
Ah,
nah.
not
Absolutely.
today.
Yo, that's
you're in that genre.
No, the fuck. It's the first time I hear about it. Just gotta delete my post.
Yeah,
That's
but that's
funny.
a thing. That's crazy.
That's
That's-
fucking disgusting.
that is nasty.
I bet he's
couldn't
done
do
it.
that. I mean, I'm sure like it gets people going, but not me. Not me.
I
I'm very vanilla.
Not yet.
You know.
Not yet. Yo, would you guys like a dominatrix?
Nah.
What is that?
Like
You don't know what a dominatrix
You
is?
want to be the submissive one, is what she's asking.
You want to
Well,
be
You're
the
gonna
little
get
What are you
whipped.
submitting to?
You're gonna get
You're
Yelled
getting
at.
chained up, whipped. You're like
you're gonna be put on a dog leash and walk.
They're gonna put a
around.
cock ring on you, and
What
they're
is
gonna
that?
tell you when
What
you
a cock
cannot
ring
and
is?
when you
I
can.
mean, I know it's a ring that goes on your cock, but like, what's the point of it?
I think it
So you
helps
can't
last
come.
longer, or it keeps you harder because
Keeps
it
you
keeps the
thick.
blood in.
No, there's different types. There's one that just does that, and there's one that prevents you from nutting, and then that one
How
is
does it
actually
prevent you
painful.
from nutting?
It's
it
a cap.
squeezes too hard, kind of.
I
Like,
think
it-
it also
It's a
breaks
cap.
down your
the-
balls too.
Yeah, it's
it-
like a whole like system, you know, and it's like painful
It crimps
apparently.
the line, so like nothing can go.
Yeah, you see,
through
he
the
knows.
Would you still like come, but it'll get stuck in the tube?
I think like
I don't
I
know.
don't know what
I'd
it's
have
like,
to Google.
but yeah. One of my coworkers told me that her friend was a dominatrix making like $1,000 per day
Damn,
Yeah.
that's
with
crazy.
with Hasidic men.
Hasidic. Wow.
Hasidics, yeah.
Hmm.
And one of them got so obsessed with her that she became like afraid, so she hired a big black dude to follow her around.
Did you
Mm.
know that expenses related to illegal activities are deductible on your income tax return?
What? Like what?
Well,
Like-
that's because you dress them up like they're legal.
Wait, like
Right.
what kind of illegal activities?
Selling drugs. Yeah, you could deduct the cost of like
Driving a car.
your expenses. Or no, nothing like ancillary, but only the direct cost of the drugs.
So you buying drugs.
The weed.
But
So
would
if
you
you buy
recommend
a
it?
pound of weed for like
No, why would you do
1,500,
that?
you
I don't
can
know.
write off
I
1,500.
mean, I
on
would
the-
recommend it from like a tax perspective, but from a like
You don't want to tell the
But
government
when
what
the
you're doing,
IRS
though.
comes and audits you,
That's why I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know about
wouldn't
that.
they see like cost of goods for drugs?
You're kind of framing yourself, right?
Cogs, drugs.
Yeah.
You know,
Like you give them like your Venmo account or like
Yeah,
your,
right?
yeah.
your Cash App.
Does the government do that? Anything over 600, that's fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
They
it
started
used to
looking at?
be- It used to be more.
What?
They
Anything
lowered
over
it.
what?
So, like, you know how they're looking at like transactions done via Venmo or Zelle, and like anything that's more than $600,
Yeah, if you
they
Total
If you
600.
deposit 600, they charge you tax on the 600. Like if it's cash.
No.
and not-
Like
way.
over the year, like total 600. You don't know this?
Nah.
because like
What
all my
the
nail
hell?
girls get paid in Zelle,
Mm.
and they don't pay no taxes. So now they have to pay taxes basically.
Mm.
That's why actually, you know, like this system that's called Fed Now.
What is that?
So Fed
FedNow,
Now
I've
is going to
heard of
be
that.
replaced. So Zelle, Venmo, Cash App are all independent parties like
Yeah.
PayPal and whatever.
Yeah.
Provided by banks and services, which are in competition to always provide us better goods, right? Which is capitalism. But Fed Now is a government system where you can do electronic payments like this through this app called Fed Now. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna enforce the Fed Now into the big banks like Chase, TD, and Citi, and have them use the system instead of Zelle and whatever else. And they're gonna give them incentives to force that onto the consumer. And so what's gonna happen if, let's say, the government decides that they don't want anyone spending money today, they could freeze the account and say, "Oh, technical issues, IT." Ooh.
Don't they
Crazy.
do that in like China already?
yeah,
if
like
you-
off the
Social
social
credit?
credit. Yeah.
You know, bro, I sent that meme about like how the phone starts ringing when there's a broke bitch near you. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I think I
the
saw
phone
that.
starts ringing.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
remember.
Did
the
you
phone
guys get-
starts ringing.
Did you guys get the notification?
Yeah.
The
Yesterday.
global one? Yeah, was it yesterday on the
Mhm.
4th?
the Amber Alert.
No, it was like a test
It was a
for
test.
the national
Emergency for
emergency
nuke.
services
Yeah.
system.
What do you
about
guys
that?
think about people that use flashlights as a notification? Like they have the flashlight thing on.
What if they're deaf?
True. Because
I think my stepdad does that.
I hate that shit.
Why?
It's because you're on the train
And you're
it's- it's like you're not that important to be blinding everyone.
And
You
it
know
looks
what I'm
like you're
saying?
taking
Like-
pictures of people. If like you're texting and then you just see like the flash, people
Yeah.
are like, what the fuck?
But like
Yeah.
that alert busted a bunch of like Amish people because they're supposed to not have any phones.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they were busted because like they were hiding the phones and the alarm just went off and they were shunned by the community.
Oh, uh-huh.
That's
Crazy.
kind of crazy.
Right?
Dude, the
Like, what
Amish
the fuck?
lifestyle must be insane.
Low key, I would shop from Amish farm directly instead of going to like buy produce. Like
You-
I would put an order every week for like my dairy, right? Dairy goods like
Yeah.
eggs, milk, kefir, all of that stuff. And then just go up and pick it up every like couple of weeks because then it's non-pasteurized, right? Pasteurized? Pesticide.
You know that
Pasteurized?
Pasteurized, yeah.
that Amish people, they actually still use technology. There's this one guy that's an outfitter, which is basically when you go out hunting and you bring people with you, like you're their guide. Like, oh yeah, come here and we're gonna shoot some animals and I'll tell you where to go. Like those people, a lot of them are Amish and they actually have like business phones and like offices and all that, like the internet because they got to market and all
I think
that.
there's a level of being Amish.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. There's
How
like
Amish are you?
yeah, it's kind of like being Jewish or Christian. You got it like
You
Like,
got
how-
a level.
how
You got a
into it are you?
Hasidic Jew and then you got an Israeli Jew, you know?
or we got the Reformed Jews.
Or you got the Russian Jews.
Yeah,
Your dad's a reformed Jew, right?
my dad's Reformed. Yeah,
He's reformed as fuck.
he still went to.
He
to,
still like wears yarmulke and
He went
stuff.
to synagogue. He like ties himself. I forgot what it's called, but there's this thing where it's like a Torah verse on it, and it's like a black like leather strap, and he wraps it around his arm, and then wraps it to his head. It's
and then he goes
he's-
back home to his Chinese wife.
yeah.
to eat some like pork chop.
yeah. Dairy milk.
Yeah.
And cheeseburger.
Steak
Yeah.
and milk. Lovely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
pork chop.
Yeah, but then the Amish, they also have a thing where you could break your Amishness for as long as you want, and then you could choose to leave it, like your religion, but if you come back, you have to stay. I forgot what it's
Huh?
called.
And you got to bring like the bread that you made out there back to the Amish community.
I mean, I guess.
And what
but-
are they gonna do if you leave again? Gonna kill you?
No, I mean there's a thing where you're supposed to leave,
To
like
go find
to
yourself.
go see what the outside world is like, and you're allowed to come back.
Mm.
Oh,
Like-
that's kind of like
So,
it's
like, you-
then you actually choosing.
Yeah,
to-
Yeah.
exactly.
No, but like that's what my mom did to me. Like my whole family is
Huh?
Christian. Like my whole family is Christian, and she didn't want to baptize me because she was like, I don't want to force a religion on her or any of you. So I'm gonna have her choose. You know,
Dude,
when
you
she's
ima-
older.
You just made me think about 13-year-olds getting circumcised.
What?
Because you're like she didn't want me to she didn't want me to be baptized. She wanted me to choose it.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about how there's people that are 13 and they get circumcised because the parents don't want to circumcise them when they're young.
Are you
let
talking
them
about my
choose-
What
cousin?
is the reason, like the religious reason for Jewish people getting circumcised?
I
I think
don't
they
know.
just made up a reason so the rabbis can suck dick and drink some newborn baby
Did
blood.
we talk about that last time?
Yeah,
I think we
did.
did.
We did?
Are you cutting that out?
No.
I mean, we talked. Backstory. There's a backstory. There's a thing that rabbis do, dude. I don't look Jewish, but I'm circumcised.
He's a Mexican Jew.
I've done the whole shebang, and there's actually rabbis that suck a little dick after circumcising it to get the blood off. You know how like
To stop the bleeding.
you know how you cut your pinky and then you suck your pinky real quick.
so they go like
Yeah, maybe we should cut it.
what do you mean?
They like swallow the blood.
I imagine
They go like,
spit it.
Yeah, this is-
delicious.
That'd be a health hazard for them,
Why?
right?
I
And
think
they're
it
getting all
would
this
be.
blood in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
What if the parents have HIV and they give it to the
hmm.
to the baby? you
I
know?
think Rabbi would know that information before sucking the little baby's dick.
I mean, are they privy to it? You know?
But also, are the parents gonna let them know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. I don't know. But the real question
Let's
is,
get off this baby.
Wait,
dick.
but
if you
actually-
put if you put a
yeah, I don't like this baby dick sucking thing.
yeah.
Wait, actually, I had a question before like coming here, right? Would you guys, let's say you meet a girl, right? Would you date her even after you find out that she has a kid?
Nah, I don't
Probably
think-
not.
Well, it depends how old I am.
Yeah, how
like
old
if I
am
was
I?
10 years older, I
No,
would
like
consider
around
it,
like
but,
27, 28, and then you meet someone and
How
they're
old
about
is the
your
kid?
about 3, 4.
No,
Why not?
I would just rather have a fresh start.
But
with
what
my
if
kid.
she's perfect, 10, 10, everything you ever wish, but she has a baby?
Maybe if I met the husband.
What?
The ex?
That former, yeah.
The one that.
yeah. If I met him and
Why?
I talked to him, just because I want to know like what kind of person he is.
What if he is not present? He dumped them, or like he died.
Well, he can't be that good of a person if you left. Well, I mean,
Well, you
actually,
never know.
Yeah,
You never
never
know.
mind.
you know?
What if he like died due to like being sent to like a war, or, like he was in military and like
Oh, she's like a widow.
yeah, like what if that happened?
you marry a
she wasn't
widow
just
with a
she
kid?
wasn't just fucking around and like had a baby, but like she was like all cool and whatever. Just guy happened to die.
I feel like the circumstances of the ex or the father of the kid don't really matter. It's the fact that I'm 26, 27.
Let's
kids
assume you're
myself.
in a position where you're like financially stable and like you have your affairs in order and you've been able to pursue whatever dreams and wishes you've wanted to pursue up until your age, and you're ready to support a child, whether
Mhm.
it's yours or someone else's.
I would say no.
I feel like my like goal in life is to raise a family, like my family. So while I know people can adopt and stuff, if it turns out I can't have kids, I would say yes. But
She's not gonna
like,
take you at that point.
Okay, well, if I said no already, then it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, if I'm 26, 27, I don't think I would.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't think I could. That's fucked up. I was say I don't think I could love the kid the same as if I had my own kid. Like like there would always be that gap.
I don't think so. If you spend a long time with them, like let's say if the kid is 3 and you guys together for 10
What if they're
years.
like an asshole 3? Like they're peeing all over
Devious,
the. Yeah,
just
you know what I'm
fucking
saying.
little delinquent.
Trouble twos, whatever it's called.
Hmm.
Like, what if they're like that? And it's not even your kid. You're just like a babysitter at that point.
But they call you dad. They go, daddy.
Ah.
Oh
Take me
no!
to
do you guys?
no,
What do you
no.
guys think about the daddy kink?
I don't
Bro.
like it. I think it's weird.
Nah, I
bro.
think it's weird. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. I don't
So-
like it.
Would you?
Yeah. It depends. I don't know.
Let's say there's a cute Vietnamese girl.
Vietnamese.
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 There's a cute girl from Nam.
Uh-huh.
and
Vietnamese.
she had
Vietnam.
Why does she have to be from Nam?
I don't know.
She can be anything.
Feel like-
Let's
Well,
say
if she's perfect in every possible way, right? There.
Yeah.
anything. If she's like anything and she has a kid, that's the only thing.
Depends on your age, I'd say. I would say 35 and up for me.
For your age.
For me. Yeah, if I'm 35 and up and she is also the same age as me,
And she
Why
has
does
a
that matter?
3-year-old.
why does that matter? Because
What do you
Now
think? Your options are closed,
dwindling. Yeah,
Yeah.
options start
bro.
running
Then that's
out.
fucking
Your options are
desperate, bro.
dwindling when you're 35? Really?
I feel like your option to find someone with no kids dwindles at 35. Yes.
yeah, I agree with that. Because I feel like the women's fertility is very
Finite.
fine. Yeah.
Like it,
More at that point.
it's not like you're gonna be given, as a woman given birth at 45 or anything.
No,
like-
people
I think
do
it
that.
depends on what you're doing at 35.
I think if you're healthy, you still can have healthy kids at that
Yeah, now
point.
thinking about 35 is too low. I would say 45. 45 for me now. Like if they're 45
got
and-
worse.
Mhm. Yeah.
35, you're still pretty young.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
If you're 35 and you're financially stable, right, and you have a high income, right,
Yeah.
and you have like a fully paid off house, you have a few cars, and you're doing well.
But you're
You're
discounting.
you're like a pussy magnet
You're
at that point.
discounting
Yeah,
that
like,
she's
and people respect
perfect
you
in
now.
every way.
No,
except she has
no, but
that's what
you're
she said.
yeah, but you're still a pussy magnet because if you already have everything set up, you're first of all gonna have a lot of younger girls looking for someone that they
Yeah,
can
but I'm not
support
trying to
them.
date an 18-year-old when I'm 45.
You don't know that.
We can be
Your
Leonardo
options are
DiCaprio.
dwindling.
Yeah, you should.
18 is too young. 18 is way too young.
All right, 20. What's your number then?
If I was 45, what is the youngest I would date?
Yeah.
I would say
A 23-year-old.
30s. It has to be 30s.
I would say mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
I'd be
I would
okay
say
with
like
that.
23 to whatever.
Ooh.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
be putting her through college?
No.
Huh? Mid to late 20s?
Yeah. Let's say
Really?
she's
Medical
in a
school.
medical school.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because As long,
Wait, how old
I
did
think
you say
Daddy?
you were?
If I were like 45.
I don't know.
Could you
Honestly,
pay
I
for
think
my
that's a good
tuition?
age. Let's say you start building a family when you're about that age, when you're well off, and you do find someone that first doesn't really know that you're super like rich, whatever, right? And they get to know you better, and then turns out both of you are a great match. Then you start dating them, and you find out that they're not just dumb and looking for a sugar daddy, but they're actually studying and going to school. Why not support them through it? Because then they're going to be financially well off and not dependent off of you.
But I think you want to impregnate them at that, like when they're.
What?
No, it's the alcohol talking. That's
What?
my bad.
That's fucking
What?
crazy, bro.
Hot take. Hotter take than Hitler. My bad.
That was like
How
ice
about this?
cold.
How about this? You're already dating someone that you like, and you're married, right? And you want to have kids. And you've been trying for a long time. You've been cream pieing this pussy for like forever, right? But the person can get pregnant.
Did you try in vitro?
They tried everything,
What's vitro?
and they can't
In
get
vitro
pregnant. Would you
fertilization,
A,
they
adopt,
test
or
tubes.
B, would
Uh-huh.
you divorce? Or what is another solution you could do?
Surrogate.
Yeah.
Surrogate. So you would have your child with another person's egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If
But
they
she has to be
cannot
okay with
provide
that.
it. Yeah.
Why would she not be okay with it?
If
Maybe she
can't-
doesn't feel comfortable with having another woman's child around her. Or
I think they
something like
take the egg or like some sort of DNA from the person too.
that. I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I thought it was.
I think they take your partner's egg and your sperm, and then they impregnate it in someone else.
I
Yeah.
thought the issue was that her eggs were bad. Like
That's
I
what
think
I
they
thought
just
you
yeah.
not.
were
I think they
saying.
just don't stick. They're not vile. They don't stick to the outer wall of the uterus or whatever it is.
Mm.
But yes, so in vitro. We'll try that
I
first.
feel like surrogate parent is very viable.
And
That's what a
and
lot
then
of people do
your-
already.
And then
Right?
your partner
it's
wouldn't have to
affordable,
go
too.
through
Yeah.
all the... Pregnancy
Affordable?
would-
Was
No,
it like,
not
like 80 to
affordable.
100K, something like that.
No, it's like 60, depending on the
Depends
race.
if you outsource it.
Yeah.
Depending on the
Outside-
race
I
of
don't
the
know how
surrogate.
far away I
Outside.
want to outsource my
Wait, they
my
based
child.
on the race of the surrogate?
60K is not bad.
I thought if it's the
Yeah.
egg and the sperm put together and then inserted, why does the race matter? Why is
Because I
Maybe
guess
what they eat?
certain races have different diets, different cultures, and also probably because their lifestyles are a little different too.
who's the
um,
most expensive? You think?
Well, I looked into it. I think I talked about it, right? And like for example, depending who is the order placer, right, for
Order
this
placer.
particular baby, right? And if the order placer is Asian, they would actually want a white surrogate parent compared to like another Asian or like another race, right? If it's like something else, then they're also like white or Asian, but it really depends
Damn.
because
Basically, white or Asian is the highest tier surrogate mother
yeah,
you can get.
and depending on also you have to have bachelor's degree,
Huh?
or if you have master's and PhD, it's even better.
Yeah.
But if you're
Imagine-
if you have a PhD in your
Yeah, right, and you do
No,
surrogate.
what if you got PhD in fucking history or something?
but you still do something with it. I'd imagine you should be able to do something with something you spent 10 years studying. You know,
Yeah, no,
you gotta
but
have
like
some utility.
Ideally.
Yeah.
A lot of
Ideally,
people
yeah.
go through like 4 or 5 years of college and then they come out and they work at Target.
Yeah, but then you
yeah,
have 10,
exactly.
right?
I
10
I
years,
was
you know?
16 years old working in Kohl's, and the guy that's working with me, he's 24, and I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, I graduated with psychology. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Go to school and like continue medical or something, you know, do something about it. He was like, making
Yeah.
$13 an hour, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like jobs right out of college are much harder now than they were before
For
because now
sure.
they have
What
like
do you
this
mean by before?
like back
How far
back
before?
30 40 years ago you didn't need a 4-year college degree to get most jobs, right? You
Mhm.
maybe needed like an associate's, like a 2-year or a high school diploma, and then if you go back even further, just a high school diploma.
Mhm.
But I feel like nowadays you have to have like a bachelor's minimum to be considered for so many different opportunities that knocks out so many.
it's just the competition is
Like-
much higher now. Before, there weren't so many people going to college.
Because they're preaching it now. They're preaching go to college. So now the supply for
No, not even that. It's that before the college wasn't even acceptable for a lot of people. A lot of people were doing more manual labor, like they were electricians and whatever, and they would need to go to like a school where
Trade
they teach
school.
you. Yeah, exactly, a trade school. But now they're like, oh, there's all these professions that are like fucking middle management, and like all these people are going into the degrees, so therefore half of these degrees are useless, and people end up doing something else when they graduate. That's why for you to like stand out, you gotta go for masters and even higher. But if you got connections, you don't need to do that.
when I was working at the hotel, the managers, the like top people there, was like had a degree in mathematics. One had a degree in marine sciences, and one had
What the hell?
and one had biology.
Dude,
and they
that's-
were all like top level of the hotel.
That's
They went
fucking,
into
like-
something that had nothing to do.
Bro,
with
that's
it.
top
Yeah.
level of fucking Silicon Valley Bank, whatever the fuck.
Silicon?
Yeah,
Silicon
Was that
Valley
what it
Bank.
is?
SVB.
SVB, yeah. I was slipping on the word.
Silicon.
Silicon. Yeah, so SVB, like their AML department and their risk department it was an actor.
Hmm.
They had an actor in charge of finance and didn't know the
The
slightest
person
math.
in SVB, bro, the SVB bank guy, he literally resigned. I think it was their chief of risk or whatever it was. He resigned literally before this whole thing took place, and they found out during the investigation that
He sold.
all of their like C-level executives and then all of their higher management received very hefty bonuses right before he resigned. It's because they knew
Wonderful.
they were gonna get investigated,
Yeah.
so they gave out all this shit because all these people were gonna lose jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
pay 'em
crazy.
out before
Yeah.
the government takes
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Before they file bankruptcy.
And then it also, I'm pretty sure they had a vacancy in their risk department
oh yeah,
for
yeah.
like a year.
It was empty. Nobody was the head of that. Yeah.
Why they didn't see that shit coming?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what you do. That's what you get when you lie on your resume, bro.
Fucking actor.
Yeah.
How does an actor do it?
But imagine like you actually lie on your resume and you put like SVB on the thing. How would they know? Who are they gonna call?
I mean, wouldn't you have to put down like a referral or?
Who are
like,
they gonna call, bro? SVB is like there's only like certain branches of SVB that are still active, and they're all like abroad, like UK branch or like German branch. Those are the only ones that are still active and are still trading. But the actual SVB wealth, no longer.
Same with
Mm.
like First Republic. First
Bro, I still got that stock.
Do you? Oh, you should have shorted it. This one guy that I had, he shorted it,
Mm-hmm.
and it went from like $100 down to like
12 cents.
yeah, it was down to like nothing. He made so much money.
But
Damn.
that option would probably be so expensive
Yeah,
because you were
the
gonna
vol-
make money
no,
on
he
it.
didn't- no,
volatility.
it wasn't an option. He just sold short.
How are you
Type 3.
type 3? Isn't that on? Oh, okay.
He didn't do a spread.
Nope. He just sold.
So,
short.
but to sell short, you got to borrow into the future.
Yeah.
You
You
got to
have
borrow.
a-
You borrow the shares now, and you say, "I'm gonna."
yeah,
you're gonna.
exactly. Yeah, you
yeah.
get a stock loan.
Aren't
Yeah.
those options?
Wait, what?
Aren't those options?
No.
No. A stock
could-
loan is not an option.
Yeah, you can short
Mm.
things without having an option.
You just have to borrow. You have,
Mm.
Yeah.
but you have to go to someone that's willing to
But
buy
who
it
is
in the
gonna
future.
do that? Like, who
Yeah.
is like actually lending that, knowing that this thing is gonna go under?
Well, they're
Mm.
getting paid a premium to do it.
You
Mm.
So-
yeah, it's a business. So like if they're sitting there holding with like a bunch of excess shares,
Mm.
they're gonna obviously try to lend them out to other firms to make more money and on something that's sitting there, because if it goes unrented or whatever, then you
Mhm.
can't rent it. So
Did you guys see that lawsuit with I think Goldman or JPM? They're getting sued because employees were using WhatsApp for communications with clients.
I think that was Goldman,
Goldman,
and JP.
right?
You're right. No, that
Why?
was- they were
They
getting
were
fined
chatting.
by FINRA.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
got caught using personal devices
Yeah.
and stuff that wasn't
And
secure
JP has
instead of business
Oh.
stuff that was meant for that.
Yeah.
and JP actually got sued for Epstein too.
Oh, that
Sure.
was a while ago. That's old news already.
No, they just got like
I think they just
like closed the case.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. No, but like because of the WhatsApp thing, we are having these stupid fucking meetings
Who's
every day
we?
at my job.
What
My
job?
team.
Because
We are having a lot of talks about not using
all right.
personal phones, right?
at what
Uh-huh.
company
At my company.
related? To,
And it's so annoying. They're like, don't use your phone to talk with clients. Blah, blah, blah. Don't even tell your manager that you're sick. Like, what? They're like, you got to call us. I'm like, you got to know all of our work numbers, not our cell phones. I'm like, who the fuck is going to look at that shit? I'm texting you that I can't come in, bro.
Damn, you text, not even call?
Why
Don't
would I
even
call
message?
if I'm sick?
To call in sick?
I
guess,
text him
don't
sick.
know. I was told I couldn't text. I had to call.
Yeah, I was told that too yesterday.
that.
The first time I heard about it, bro.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. It's really hard to come up with an excuse when you're not sick over the phone. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
you fumble on your words. We're like, oh, I'm sick,
I'm
you know.
not feeling too well.
I did that before. Apparently, the trick is hanging your head upside down from a couch or whatever and talking. He told me about it.
Yeah. You have to like you hang your head off the couch like that.
And like
Like you
sick.
For
lay
you,
down.
you could just be normal because your septum is like this.
Yeah, my septum's messed up.
Really, his septum was messed up.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah, I
he
have a
snores so
deviated.
much.
I have a.
Oh,
you're
Yeah,
a
I know.
Yeah,
snorer.
bro. I'm bad. I'm bad.
bro, it is. It's bad.
It's bad. How would you know?
I passed by your neighborhood one time, and
And
the
you
whole
heard me?
house was trembling, bro.
Yeah.
Shaking the block.
Yeah.
Shaking the block.
Can you hold out a ah? So
Alright, you do it.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
thirds,
Hold it out. Hold it out.
Thirds.
Bro, I'm toned up.
Me too.
All right.
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's a whole octave, right?
Yeah, that was.
Oh shit.
that was
Man. So you good to go?
Ah.
Oh shit.
I can't do it.